All right. Hey guys, this is Kevin from ServiceBridge. Just want to thank you guys for joining. I appreciate you taking just a little bit of time to listen to this webinar discussing the new support page that we have launched for ServiceBridge. So I will share my screen in just a second. If you can, on your end, click the green microphone button on your GoToTraining panel, just so to mute your microphone so there's no feedback. And then after I'm done, you can ask a question, turn on the microphone. If you're having any technical difficulties at all, just go ahead and chat me. And that way I can kind of help you out as need be. But in the meantime, let's get going on this new support page. Cool. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys right now. So cool. So we have launched a new support page for you guys to kind of dive into. As you probably have known before, the other support page was a little jumbled. There was articles here and there, documents in one place, product videos in the other, community section in a different place. And so our whole hope and focus with this new support page is to have everything in one centralized location. And so that's why we've launched this new support page that's powered by Zendesk. And what we're essentially trying to do is have you empower your team to send this page along to them so they can log in and access at any point. And if there's any questions, you can obviously let us know. But first things first is with this page, you do want to log in, and just be aware when you log in, you're going to want to create a new password. So it's not going to be your ServiceBridge login information. It's just going to be your login email or username, but then you'd have to create your own separate password. So really easy to do. You just select login. I'm logged in right now, but you'll just log in, and then it'll ask you to create a password, which you would do. And then once that's established, you can see here I'm registered and logged in under my name. Cool. So once that's set up, you're good to go. So first things first is this first search bar. And this is kind of the most utilized, or hopefully the most utilized portion of this page, because we've developed it where you can search for any topic, video, article, one centralized place. So when you start typing in a topic, it actually will generate or pre-generate articles, documents and things like that, tutorials involving that search. So I typed in invoice, and as you can see, we've tagged all of these particular articles with that pertain to invoice. And so if you click on one, like invoice a work order, you'll pull up an article that has been made by our support team. And so hopefully the article is really easy to navigate and go through. What's great about the articles, if you've never seen them before or used them, is there's obviously descriptions of what we're going through, but then we show pictures as well with the ability of highlighting what we're talking about. So hopefully we've made these articles as easy as possible. If you do have a question about a particular feature, or they're not sure of how to do this, our whole hope is these articles can really help you out and answer your question, essentially without having to, come to us, our support team, and really just kind of figuring out to figure everything out with your own ability and make it easier for you guys. So as you can see, I pulled up that. If we want to pull up another one, let's just say estimates workflow. We'll pull that up. And so as you notice, this one's a video instead. So it's going to be either a document or a video. And so if we've already had a video created with it, you can pull that here. So what's great about this, once you pull up what you're looking for, is you can see here, you do have the ability to put a thumbs up or thumbs down. You can share it, and then you can comment as well. And we'll get the notifications on our end if a comment was placed. And so you can kind of see if you have a question about this particular estimate or workflow, we'll be able to put that in here and respond to you directly from here. What's great too is you can follow particular topics or particular categories. So what that means is let's go to the home page, and let's go to our getting started guides. And so if we click on work orders, we'll be able to follow everything relating to work orders or this article. So if there's any updates, if there's any changes, anything like that, if there was some comments made, you'll be able to get a notification which I'll show you in your activities portion here. Cool, so let's go back to the homepage. Below the search bar, we have the ability to click on 4 different links here. The guide is for getting started. These are just your simple guides if you're just starting out and you want to showcase just a simple high-level overview of ServiceBridge. So if you just want to see things relating to work orders, inventory, pricing, basic things about ServiceBridge. If you go a little bit more in depth, the knowledge base articles is probably what you want to click on. And so this has a little bit more in-depth articles, such as like voiding payments, bulk work order actions, recurring job schedule. And so the same thing applies. You can click on that, and we do have obviously an article pertaining to this. Be aware, though, as you know, this knowledge base is going to increase, and it's definitely going to increase when you give us suggestions of topics to go over. We're going to periodically add things to this knowledge base, articles and videos. But if you have topics of interest or things you want us to write more about, please send them along. You can put them in the comments section. You can email us. There's a variety of ways to get in touch to let us know you want us to have an article published about a certain topic. If we go to video tutorials, this kind of replaces the product videos that we've created so far. And the same thing goes with this product videos. We're going to create more of these as well. We know these are helpful. We know you can easily just select one and then pass it on to a technician or whoever wants to know an answer about the video. So the videos will be set up. And then the last portion is community. And we really hope people really get involved in this community portion. So for instance, right now we have 2 topics that we've worked out. And be aware, we are going to add more. And one of them is going to be relating to webinars, which is every other Wednesday. And so what we're going to hope to do is add a portion here that says webinars. And then I will, since I record every webinar, I will put a link to the webinar under this community section involved here. So you'll be able to access every webinar, recorded webinar that I do. And I'd love to have feedback as well if you have at the time and if you're interested in letting me know either topics that I can discuss on future webinars or if you weren't sure of some of the information I provided, asking questions in the community. So right now it's just feature requests and general discussion. So if you click on it, as you can see here, Alex is very interested to know about time cards. And so you can also upvote this, downvote it as well, and make a comment. You can follow this particular feature request as well. So if you're super interested in knowing an answer from this, you can follow it and go from there. So cool. Hopefully that community aspect will be utilized by you guys. We certainly want you guys to chime in, give us some updates, some questions, and we will get all. We're going to receive a notification if anything's published or posted. So hopefully we'll definitely get back to you in a timely manner. Just going back to the homepage again, the last portion down here is just we're here to help. So if you do need to email us, you can click on it here. And then as always, we have our phone number if you do want to call us instead. Awesome. The other portion of this new page is the ability to see your activities. So if I click on my name and then I see my activities, this is a great way for you to see the status of the tickets that you've submitted to support. And so I'll see I'm under the request portion. I'm under my requests, and I can see everything that's happened and actually my time of using ServiceBridge. So even 4 months ago, I can see all of these tickets that I requested. So you can see the ID number or the subject of what it was, when it was created, and when the last activity of that ticket was. And then, of course, most importantly, the status. And what's nice as well is if you have a bunch, you can search through them. So if you just need to look at forms, you can search through that. And then also, if you need to look at just a particular status, let's say you just want to look at ones that are open at this time that we haven't finished up yet. That's because forms is open. If you just need to see ones that are open, you can check that out. So this is great. Hopefully this is helpful for you guys to see where we are in finishing up these tickets. And if obviously I click on one, I can kind of see again the language that was used in the actual email correspondence between the support team and yourself. And then also too, if you're CC'd on a request, you can see that here. So as you can see here, all this stuff is going on here, awaiting my reply. This is open. So if I was only CC'd on a submit a ticket, I'll see that here. Cool. So if I do contribute to obviously some of the posts and the community sections and articles, I will have all of these contributions here. And this is also a great way to see updates if somebody posted something in reply, if another user answered your question, whatever it may be, you can see all your contributions here. Check those out. And then you can see all the things that you currently follow in this section. So you can see I'm following work orders article, I'm following a topic of general discussion, and I'm also following a post about time cards. And of course, at any point, you can unfollow these if necessary. Cool. So that's kind of a good high-level overview of it. Of course, you can edit your profile. You can put an avatar on there. You can change your password. And at any point, you can email support, which allows you then to just submit a simple request to us and have an attachment here. So this is your go-to hub for all things in regards to articles we've created, community discussions, videos we're uploading, and then, of course, most importantly, I think, is seeing what the status is of your tickets. And so this right now, you can visit this page by going to our page, ServiceBridge.com, and going down to the support page, clicking on support, and I'll link you to this. Otherwise, the address is support.servicebridge.com, and that will take you here. And then you can get logged in, get going, and be able to track your tickets from here. Cool. So I hope that's helpful. I could definitely answer some questions now if there was anything that have come up. Feel free to unmute your microphone.
Kevin?
Yeah.
Kevin, this is Steve.
Hey,
In
Steve.
response to the tickets and the emails, are these emails that are generated here in the support page or emails that I would send, say, from
Your email,
my Outlook or something?
Yeah, great question, and that it's both because I just submitted a ticket earlier to using my Gmail. I sent one over to ServiceBridge support, and then I noticed it was under my activities. So either within this or your email, as long as you email support, it'll be tracked in this.
Hi, Christine here from the Boston office. I just have one quick question.
Yeah.
So can the guys access this through the pad, or is it solely on the desktop?
Yeah, so good question. So this is a web-based location. So obviously through the iPad, they would just have to go to the browser and enter in the URL that I provided, which is support.servicebridge.com. And then if they have their login set up, they'll be able to access it from the web-based, but not the actual like ServiceBridge app.
Right. Okay. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, and that's a good question. As long as they have also too, if they have a license and they're a user of ours, that's obviously gives them the ability to create that password and see all their activities. So if they're not actually, they don't have a license, then unfortunately they can't use this page.
Right. Okay. Perfect.
Fantastic, Lee. I believe I answered your questions about Wednesday webinars. And that's a great point. I do want to make sure, I think I addressed that. But yeah, that'll be under the community section. We'll have all the webinars located here. If that changes, I'll let you guys know. But as far as we've mapped out, we imagine putting all the webinars here. So you can obviously URL those and send them along and watch them at any point. And we'll make sure to also write down the two topics I believe I discovered or I talk about. So it's easy for you guys to dig through them. I'll have the two topics that I discuss per webinar, and you're able to click on those and find what you're looking for.
I have one more quick question. So if we have a problem with anything and we have questions, is it best to just go directly through here instead of sending like individual emails to you guys?
Yeah.
Like through Outlook? I'm pretty sure Steve covered that, but I just wanted to double check.
You're asking if it's easier to email us or actually go through here?
Right, right. Instead
Yeah.
of like, creating a new message in our Outlooks.
Well,
Okay.
both gets to us in the same manner, in the same velocity. Um,
Right.
so our whole hope for this page is really for you, for everybody to find, hopefully, obviously, find the answer um, in this page without having to contact us, because we obviously want you to be find things, and also once you find things, hopefully find more
You
things.
don't call nobody back. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we're certainly working on the ability to be available on the phone and answer your question in a timely manner. So we just want to be able to have you guys have all these articles. But of course, if you need to email us or call us, and it's something that's not listed here, certainly do so.
Okay, perfect.
Hey, Kevin, it's Lee.
Hey, Lee.
Question for you. Besides seeing the activity with us signing in, if we just go to the ServiceBridge support page right there, obviously we can see all those articles right there. Is there anything on this without the staff signing in, and if they needed to, is there anything on that page that is different from than when we sign in?
Okay, I see. As far as like actual signing in versus not signing in, what you see and don't.
Yes, correct. Is there anything any different between the two of them besides our activities?
No, good question. Just the activities is different. Even if you're not logged in, you still see all the articles. And just be aware, you can't post or comment or anything like that. So if you do try to post or comment, it's going to prompt you to sign in. But if you just need to watch them, view them without obviously contributing and seeing your activities, you can certainly do that.
Okay. All right. So if they just need something quick, that's how to do it. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Great. Hopefully this is helpful. And again, we're really kind of going to be certainly on the ball with adding new articles. We have kind of a plan of adding new articles periodically. What we feel is the most requested articles as far as like our support ticket goes and people asking a certain amount of questions. We want to post those articles first and go from there. And hopefully with the webinars being shown, I'm going to go over 2 topics every other week, discussing whether it's new best practices or going over a feature and kind of looking at it from a different way and utilizing it in a different manner, which seems to resonate and be helpful because with our platform, you can know 2 businesses are alike in the way they use it. So I want to share how other people are using it. Cool. Was there any other questions that might have come up? And of course, if you don't have any questions, you can submit a ticket to this new site. But we can leave it there. And of course, any issues at all, reach us in any way. Hopefully you find this beneficial. Please contribute to this site. It's definitely not going to be as resourceful if no posts and such are made. So please contribute, and we certainly hopefully get the ball rolling with this and keep it going as we go along.
That's a nice feature, Kevin.
Great. Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Great, guys. Thanks for your time. We'll be in touch soon and be back in 2 weeks. And yeah, thanks again for joining.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.